Okay, let's talk about the MCU's Kang Problem. Now, for everyone who's been following the Phase 4 and Phase 5 of the MCU, we know that Kang, the Conqueror, was set up to the next big bad of the MCU. He was supposed to be the next Thanos, but even a bigger threat considering there were multiple versions of him and he was super powerful. And now they are no longer able to use the character because of legal troubles that the actor faces in real life, and so Marvel's trying to cut him out. And we're more than halfway into the multiverse saga, and now they have to replace the main villain. That's a big problem. And it's not like their Phase 4 and Phase 5 of the MCU was going smoothly and was incredible and everyone loved it. It was mixed at most. The responses, half of it was good, half of it was bad. It was basically a coin toss. Which one would be good and which one would be bad. But now they're in a situation where they can use Kang, and they decide to bring Robert Downey Jr. back into the MCU to save it, and by turning him into Doctor Doom, which has a whole lot of side problems. But I don't know, maybe it'll work, but we're more than halfway in, and there's no basic storyline for Doctor Doom. And it's not Marvel's fault. They didn't expect this, but it is a problem. A big bad's supposed to be built up. Him or his allies or things that he's done. There's supposed to be a lot of clues in that tying everything together, and right now we don't even have the main villain. There are theories of what he's gonna do. A lot of rumors of what's gonna happen, but none of it's shown in the series or movies yet. And that's a big problem. I mean, it's like a bad guy just showing up then and without anyone knowing why or what's going on. I mean, you need some build-up, and you don't have any of the build-up, and there really isn't any time to make any build-up. Now, Avengers Secret Wars the next Avengers movies. Now, the first one is supposed to be Avengers the Kang Dynasty, but that's gone. And now it's called Avengers Doomsday. And that movie's about to start filming, so it's going to release in 2026. And there's only a year left, and we don't have any clues about the main villain yet. And I don't know how they're going to build him up and give him the impact that Thanos had. I mean, come on. By the time Infinity War came around, everyone's waiting for Thanos. You ever know about the Infinity Stones? There were so many clues in there. We were all ready and excited, and Doctor Doom, he's not going to get the same excited. I mean, sure, a lot of people are going to get excited because it's Robert Downey Jr. and he's returning, and that's part of my reason for casting him, obviously, to make up for the lack of build-up by bringing a character that everyone knows and loves. It's a kind of a Hail Mary, I guess. But character-wise, we don't know nothing about him. We don't know why he's going to do anything. Now, apparently there are rumors that he's going to be in Fantastic Four, the first steps, because Doctor Doom's originally part of the Fantastic Four universe. I mean, he gets his powers the same way that Reed Richards and the rest of the Fantastic Four gets their powers. So I think they're going to show him, but as far as the trailers go, we haven't seen anything about him. Now, hopefully they can show a lot more of him and give him a little bit of the build-up that he needs. But still, that's only one movie. I mean, what other movies can they actually put him in before Doomsday shows up? Avengers Doomsday arrives. I mean, how many movies do they have in the pipeline that they can release just inside a year? I mean, we know there's Thunderbolts coming out. And there's reportedly an X-Men movie, but there's no confirmation on when it's coming out. I'm suspicious that it's going to be coming in after the Multiverse Saga because they need something to replace it with. Now, they're planning there's going to be a World War Hulk movie, but there's no date for any of these things. I mean, the Blade movie's been scrapped, I think. Nobody's talking about that movie anymore. And what other movies are coming out? Doctor Strange 3 is coming out after the Multiverse Saga, I think. Who else is left? There's the Thunderbolts coming out. Captain America just came out. Fantastic Four is coming out. I'm sorry, is there any other movie I'm missing? Even if there were 1 or 2 movies, you can just push Doom inside those movies just for the sake of building him up. It has to fit the storyline. I mean, Doom's a really powerful villain, certain versions of him at least, and you can't just put him into a normal movie with normal characters. Oh yeah, there's a Spider-Man 4 movie that's going to be coming out before Doomsday, I think. The main villain in that movie is going to be Null, probably, and they're probably going to make a connection between him and Battleworld somehow. Oh, which is another spoiler. I don't think it's a spoiler, it's a rumor still. That's going to be a connection between him and Doctor Doom. But even with that just makes 2 movies for the biggest villain of the Multiverse Saga. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be received as well. You need build up, you need time. And honestly, considering everything that happened, they could have probably just pushed Avengers Doomsday back another year. I mean, we waited this long, we'll probably be okay with waiting another year if it all comes together really well. I mean, we did the MCU started in 2008 and they didn't show Thanos till 2018. It took 10 years to bring Thanos on screen, Thanos into the plot. And the Multiverse Saga has been going on for 5 years now. There's still plenty of time. They could stretch it out, put a few more movies in, put a few good movies in, maybe bring the X-Men into it, and then the new MCU X-Men into it. Maybe bring some new characters into it. Bring second or third versions of the previous movies that did really well. I think there are Shang-Chi movies coming out. Honestly, I think it would be best if they pushed it back to another year and gave us a few more movies. Or maybe even push it back a couple of years. And build it up and set the storyline straight. Because right now, we don't have a clue about what's going to happen in Doomsday. What he wants, what he's after. What the theme is, where it's going to be. Nothing. So yeah. It's a big problem. And I'm not sure how they're gonna fix it, even with Robert Downey Jr. in there. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see about that one. Okay, that's the MCU's Kang Problem, in my opinion.